No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I know what time it is, man. Who Wants Smoke, April 28th. Make sure y'all pull up. Trap New York shit. Y'all can go on my gram, see the flyer and all that car crazy. But let's talk about all this Cassidy and Goods controversy, man. Over these past few days, it's been a lot of content. Cassidy been, you know, speaking out a lot, doing interviews and everything. Listen, man. Cassidy got a couple decent points. He got a couple points that's kind of reaches. But overall, I do feel like battle rap got Cassidy backed into a corner right now. As far as the community, like when you look at the trailer, look at his interview with Three Letter Man, it's like, yo, like looking at everything, we really don't fuck with this nigga, like. And my thing is, why? Why are we not fucking with Cassidy? You feel me? Me personally, man, when I was in high school, that's when Cassidy was popping, and or starting to come up anyway. Yeah, he was. Yeah, basically when I was in high school is when he was lit, because that's when I'm a Hustler came out. But damn, I sound old as hell right now. But he was one of them niggas like niggas debate about at the table in the cafeteria. Niggas be jamming his mixtapes, you know, things like that. We used to always compare him to Lloyd Banks and Fab. Mostly Banks, because that's a battle that everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see that Cassidy and Banks battle. If you remember, like, being outside around that time and what conversations was like, and, you know, with the whole battle rap shit going on, and him and Mook, niggas wanted to see that Cassidy and Lloyd Banks, son. So, URL, if y'all watching this, you know, you might want to see about that. You understand me? But Cassidy really comes from that battle rap cloth. Now, let me tell you, that whole 5001 bullshit, or whatever, 5001 and 0, whatever he's calling. Listen, man. Back in them Rough Rider days, like when niggas was in the studios waiting to, you know, it's a million stories out there about Cassidy. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I heard Three Letter Man saying that, yo, it's no footage, but listen, man, these stories is coming from credible people. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't knock that. Like, if credible people is saying that, yo, we used to bring this nigga to the studio, he battled like 10, 15 niggas in a day, they gotta count for something. That gotta count for something, because at this time, this is not an era of like filming everything. You understand? It's not a social media era. It's not a we don't believe it if it's not on camera era. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this was part of the lifestyle. You're waiting for studio time. You in a studio with a million rappers. Niggas would battle. Niggas would spar. You know, and that's just what it was at the time, you know? So we can't knock Cassidy for being around in that era and participating in, you know, what was going on at that time. If that was what they did and that was what they did, you can't really knock the man for, you know, doing what came natural with, you know, his talent. I also watched the Face Off. Another interesting thing that he said was about him starting URL. Now, of course, he didn't start URL, but he's the reason Smack sold a hell of a lot of DVDs. You understand? Like, the Murder Mook and Cassidy beef, that right there probably sold more DVDs than the battle would have. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just all the back and forth and, you know, different stuff going on like that. Like, Mook was on a couple DVDs coming at Cassidy. He was on a Come Up DVD coming at him. He did the song, the whole video and everything. You know, so this around this time, like, this was the height of the DVD era. You understand? So I wouldn't say that he started URL, but I mean, if you want to say that he kind of helped, put the Smack brand on the map in a way. You know, I remember on YouTube, that video, that gunshot video he did on Smack, that had to be like one of the most watched, like out of all the clips that people was burning from Smack DVDs, that was the most watched video at one point. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody was looking for Mook Cassidy this and, you know, typing in stuff like that. And, you know, that was what was coming up. You know, so I feel like we do got to give Cassidy a lot more credit than we're giving him, you know. Now, of course, he's arrogant. He's cocky. He's always carried himself that way. You feel what I'm saying? At least, like, as far as rap-wise. Like, I don't know, you know, the nigga personally or how he moved outside of rap, but ever since he's been a rapper, he's always, like, in interviews. And it's not even always arrogance. It's just confidence. Like, he's fully confident in his abilities, and he has reason to. You know, when... I forgot who said about, I think it might have been John, who said in the trailer for the Face Off or whatever, that he should be sparring with, you know, active battlers and shit like that. But Cassidy is a pioneer for this shit as far as like what niggas do with punchlines and metaphors and stuff like that. So I don't feel like he necessarily needs like sparring or any type of, you know, real training. I mean, this is what he does. You know, this is one of the niggas that if you're a nigga who did punchlines, mixtapes, and freestyling over other niggas' beats and, you know, stuff like that, chances are Cassidy is one of the niggas you aspire to rap like. You feel what I'm saying? So, now my only thing is how he's going to translate battling goods. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all right, we got the disaster battle, which, you know, the on-stage joint, that nigga bugging talking about he didn't get booed because he definitely got booed during that battle. So I don't know what the hell he was talking about. But, he definitely got booed during that battle. It wasn't a good setting for him to be on stage. I would hope that he learned from that. And when he goes to battle goods in this setting, because this setting is going to be on the big stage. So, listen, man. That big stage ain't for everybody. You feel me? He beat Diz, but he did beat not so good Diz. You understand what I'm saying? I do think if this was Diz that battled DNA, he would have lost. But I'm not the nigga that makes excuses for niggas. You feel me? Diz ain't come with it. He lost. Point blank, Cassidy beat him. But in this battle against Goods, you know, Goods is fire on the big stage. You understand? Goods has shown every time that on a big stage he gonna do his thing. You know, and I just hope Cassidy could do it, man. I hope Cassidy could do it. Performance songs and shit like that, that don't constitute for being able to rap a cappella on a big stage. You know, especially against somebody like Goods who commands stage presence, who can distract the audience, like, you know, things like that. Like, Cass is gonna have to rap through all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So, this is the reason why people don't have him beating Goods. Like, I understand people not having him beat Goods, but, you know, I just don't see why people are so, like, people really hate Cassidy. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. You know, and I'm trying to find a reason. I'm trying to look at it from a bunch of different angles, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know, based on how he been promoting, I think Cassidy might get a rant. I think Cassidy might get around. I think Goods is gonna beat him clearly. I think Goods could beat him clearly 2-1. But I feel like Cassidy don't have a round where, he really, talking shit, because now y'all done backed him into a corner. As a battle rap community, one of the worst things you could do is back an artist like that into a corner, because now he knows that he's the underdog. Even though he's the way bigger name, he knows that he's the underdog. So he's going to make sure he comes with it. You feel what I'm saying? But this the thing, man. If he lose, and if he clearly lose, he can't talk that 5,000 and no shit no more. He can't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just no way in hell. That interview with Three Letter Man, I don't know, man. Three Letter Man was, yeah, I don't know. It seemed like they was getting up under each other's skin, and they both was doing a good job of it. It was an entertaining interview. Definitely go check it out. 3 Letter Man is never the guy that comes off as a hater. But this interview, I don't know, like, 3 Letter Man kind of came off as like the old head nigga that don't fuck with the new age nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And he didn't really have too much basis around why he didn't fuck with Cass. Because I feel like somebody like 3, as long as he been around, I would think he would have more respect for Cass than that. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I'm from the generation, like, I'm from high school, when Cass was popping, Letterman older than that. So I'm pretty sure he'd seen Cassidy come into the game and, everything he did. And even having a full understanding of what, Cassidy's role is in hip hop and what he's doing and everything. Because we 16, 15 at the table listening to Punchline, the Doghouse got a Doghouse, and all this other stuff. My pop clip full, the whole whatever he said in the Smack joint, but we didn't see that he was that Punchline god, like, what I mean? We didn't see it at the time, so I would expect somebody like 3 to have seen that at his age and understood, like, yo, this is what this kid is going to be setting the precedence for. And a lot of people that came after him, there's a lot of people that started rapping because of Cassidy. There's a lot of people who are inspired by Cassidy. Like, he really is, like, when it comes to punchlines and shit, he's one of the GOATs. You understand me? I always say Cass, Fab, and Banks. For me, for my generation, us niggas that's 30 to 35, that's who it was for us. Cassidy, Fabulous, and Lloyd Banks. Those were them punchline niggas. If you Harlem biased like I am, you might throw J.R. Writer in there. You feel what I'm saying? But those, at that time, those was the punchline niggas you listen to. You could put Joe Budden in there too. You feel what I'm saying? But those was our go-to niggas in the mixtapes and shit like that. And what he's done as far as elevating, making it into the industry, selling platinum and gold records, doing features with legends and stuff like that, and then coming back to battle rap, I do think we don't gotta roll out the red carpet for the nigga, but, give him a little bit more credit than we've been giving him. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my thoughts on that, man. Let's ease up off Cassidy a little bit. Let's give him a little bit more props. And, I think as somebody who's, trying to actively be in the culture, we can embrace him a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he gonna be confident, he gonna be, cocky or whatever. That's just him, man. That's niggas got a right to be. You understand? Especially when you out, you making money, you selling albums and stuff like that. Of course, I'm pretty sure he's not at the same level he was when he was popping. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he done peaked. That was his time. Things is different now. But I really think, especially if this is going to be something he's going to be doing, every once in a while, every 1 year, 2 years, whatever, you know, we can embrace him a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? He come from that cloth. You know, it's just as a battle rap community, he don't exactly mingle with everybody. Like, you're not going to be seeing him doing a million interviews. Like, he's doing it to promote this battle. But this is not something you're going to be seeing him doing, like, outside of that. Because, you know, he is an artist at the end of the day. He is a musician. So it's not going to be his place to be trying to do a million angry fan interviews, being on Facebook in the groups, being on Twitter, interacting with the battle culture and, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, some of these artists, you got to understand, they got other shit going on. You understand? So the everyday conversations and debates that we have about battle rap on social media, that, you know, a lot of the active battlers, you know, you'll see people like Briz, the T-Tops, and the Surfs, the Hitmans, the Maths, and, you know, people like that. They on social media with us all the time, you know, discussing battle rap and shit. Nigga like Cassidy's not in that boat. You understand? He got other shit going on, so, you know, you just got to give him some respect, put some respect on his name, man. You know, let's at least hope that he does good against goods. You feel what I'm saying? Because, honestly, I want to see a URL event in Philly. You understand? And I would hope that if they do one, they bring him back. You feel what I'm saying? I might do a blog on that, on URL doing the event in Philly, because I think that's a topic that nobody touched on yet. Why hasn't that happened yet? URL, if y'all watching, we gonna talk. No Mercy, Trap New York shit. I'm out of here. Bye.